Should step parents have any say so? Should women be able to sleep around like men without the negative name calling? Are preachers getting paid too much? I have those answers and more on this channel, Conversations and Confrontations. Here I discuss some of the most controversial topics out there. Nothing's off limits. So sit back and enjoy. It's going to be a hot show. Hey, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Benel, and this is my co-host, Chris.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
All right, Chris, today's topic is how much money should preachers really receive? You know? Yeah. So it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good topic. Pretty good topic. Solid.
Right. All right, let me get it started, Chris. Anyone familiar with Creflo Dollar? He's a pastor down in College Park, Atlanta. Well, College Park, Georgia. It's right below Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And of course, he had jet. He got his own private jet. I mean, he's a big time pastor, man. He got his own private jet.
He got money.
Right.
He got a big church, own private jet. You know, he's been known. His name is Creflo Dollar.
Right.
He's known for that.
And I think he's worth like maybe $20-some million plus.
I ain't know it.
Yeah, he's on up there. So anyway, so his jet like went out of commission, and they had to do like a emergency landing and whatnot.
I remember.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
So he asked his congregation to get him another jet, to get him a whole nother jet, man. You know? So what you feel about that, Chris?
Of course, that's ludicrous in my opinion. That is.
Okay.
It's a jet. You a preacher. You don't need it.
What now? He say, this is what he say. He say, hey, I need the jet because I got to go across different countries and preach the gospel, the word of God. That's why he needed it. Me personally, I'm saying, why don't you just use Skype? It'll be cheaper. Yeah. I'm saying,
we got the internet, man. Yeah. I mean, we on YouTube right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you can broadcast it to whoever, however.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so,
to millions, you know.
Man.
But that's his excuse for it, man. I mean, well, I feel it's an excuse. I think that's absurd, man. I don't think. And you have guys like let's talk about the one down in Houston. What's his name? Joel Osteen.
I was
the white guy.
Yeah.
I did my research. I think he's worth like 40-some plus million. So
man, cut it out.
Yeah. These guys are getting money, man. These guys are getting money.
I did not know these guys were getting that type of money, man.
Yeah, and
I knew they were millionaires.
Right.
But
40? Yeah.
20.
That's his net worth. Yep. So so Houston had I think they had like hurricane waters or something to come up and flood the city. This was like last year, I think. I think it was last year. Yeah. But his church, it made news. It made headlines. Now I'm not sure how true this is, but I think it's pretty true. He had people who want to get into his church on the outside of Houston.
I heard that.
Yeah, and he was like, nah, y'all ain't getting in here. Yeah. And then once they put the news on him, he kind of softened up,
on out and let the people in.
Yeah. So I'm like, why wouldn't you not want to? I'm not a man of God, Chris. Mm-hmm. But if I got like a shed or something, shed to make in my house, and I need some folks come to my house, you can get in there.
Yeah.
I let you in there. You can get in there. And my family members, folks who I trust and know, they can stay inside my house until everything blow up. I'm not a man of God. So how can a man of God, have this big mega structure and not want to use it for the goodness,
Yeah, I understand that. I do. When you talk about so many, and these guys are big time preachers. You got guys like T.D. Jakes as well.
Yeah, I was about to mention them, right?
And other guys. But it's funny because I used to listen to these guys.
Okay.
Joel Osteen, and sometimes I can still hear a Joel Osteen
I actually like
message.
Joel Osteen.
Yeah, stuff be like real good, positive type stuff.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't. Those things are extreme. As far as the private jets, the mega stadium churches of $20 and $40 million. I don't think there's anything wrong with it though.
Okay.
It does exist and it is extreme. I don't think that's a reasonable salary, I guess, for a preacher or a pastor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do think that a pastor does deserve some pay.
Yeah, no question about that.
I do think.
Okay, so let's talk about now. I researched this. The average pastor makes between like $90,000 a year. All right?
Average.
Yeah, that's average. That's average. That's the average congregation. I don't know how many members you want to put with that, but it's average though.
Mm-hmm.
What they consider average, I don't know, but I guess it's not too many and not too less. So if you got a medium-sized church, that's $90,000
a year.
A year.
That's good
Now
money.
It is good money.
That's good money.
So that's around $50 an hour.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and we're not talking about if you got another little job making $30,000. That's not no big time job. That's a little job. So you're already at $120,000, $130,000 easily. You know? And that's okay, Chris, but the thing that bothers me is you got church members who barely scraping it. Barely scraping it, man. You're getting your Mercedes Benz or your BMW, your wife got a Cadillac truck, and you're going back to your $500,000 house, and a lot of your members who've been following you for 20, 30, sometimes 40 years, barely still living check to check. I got a big problem with that.
These guys are preachers, pastors, elders, whatever you want to call them, and their job is to give people the word of God, you know, from the Bible, and what they learn.
Right.
Most people have daily lives. They have to work. They can't necessarily read the Bible, you know, like the preacher can.
Why can't you?
Because you're working, you know, and well, not that you
do you watch TV?
And they do.
You know,
they do.
I mean, you can make time for whatever you need to make time for. So
this is true, but most people don't.
That's true.
Most people don't.
Okay.
And they allow for who they call a man of God to give them what he has understood, what he has learned, what he has took the time out to sit and read and understand from this. So, in a sense, he's giving a service.
Okay.
He's doing something that they don't want to do necessarily, not going to do, but they still want the result of the reading.
Okay.
But he's doing it.
All right.
So because of that, that's a service.
It is a service.
That is a service. So
how much money should he be getting though?
now that's
For his service. For his service.
How much
is it worth $90,000?
I think that's opinionated. I think that's really opinionated. People out there, I
tell you what, Chris. I tell you what. So, if that's opinionated, then what's your favorite type of car? Let's go there. Let's go there. What's your favorite type of car?
1970 Chevelle SS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 1970 Chevelle.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna.
SS.
SS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put that SS on that thing. Yeah.
It's car guy right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put that SS on.
Okay. I'm gonna charge you $500,000 for it. Would you buy it?
No.
But I'm giving you my service though. So you supposed so if preachers doing it, you saying it's okay with them? I'm giving you this is my service to you to give you that car for $500,000.
That's true. That's true.
Okay then.
But it's somebody else selling the same car for less. So I have the option to go to this other person. I don't have to go to this other preachers.
Okay.
There's other preachers out here preaching, and so and you don't.
But no. Wait a minute.
Come on.
Now tithing, from my understanding, it comes from a Greek word that means tenth. That's what tithe is. That's what I believe. So I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. It's fine. But I think that's where it comes from. So that price is all around. It's standard all across. It's standard all across the United States of America. It's 10%.
10%.
So that car's still gonna be whether you go down the street or not, it's still gonna be $500,000. So yeah.
But don't they say give as you can if you don't have the 10?
You can't get the car in. You know, and that's what they're saying. If you don't pay your tithe the right way, God's not gonna bless you.
Now is that what they said? that what they saying now? You can't just be saying
Okay.
saying.
Let's there you go. Now I'm not sure if they say that or not.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I can't say every pastor say that. I won't say that. But they want you to give something. All these collection places that go around, you got to give money.
Hey, there do be a few of them.
Let me say this, man. I'm not gonna call no names or call any churches out, but I know a church right now, man, that you gotta pay to be a member. You had to. I don't know if they still do it or not. It's a real big church. Yeah, on the east side.
I think I heard of that.
Yeah, you gotta pay just to be a member. Come on, man. Come on. What type of and that's what I'm talking. Listen, me personally, man.
that's wild.
It is wild.
You gotta pay.
Yeah, to be a member. Can you imagine that, man? You gotta pay the,
there's some clubs let you in free.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Clubs let you in free.
Exactly. So, but me personally, and I know it don't matter what I feel, but I feel a pastor should make maybe $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year. That's modest to me. I think they can make a living. I feel that because if I was a pastor, Chris,
okay,
I'm speaking for myself. I would feel guilty getting into my Mercedes-Benz, my 2018 Mercedes-Benz, going back to my $600,000 house, with my wife in her Cadillac, 2018 Cadillac truck. I feel guilty when I got some members, when I got little babies who barely can eat, kids, mothers and fathers, just pretty much getting by check by check. That to me, that I feel guilty preaching to my congregation and seeing that. What I would do, Chris, if I was making $90,000, $100,000 a year, what I would do is I'll have giveaways almost every Sunday for thousands and thousands of dollars. I would do that for my congregation. That'll be a lot of weight off my shoulder. I'll say, well, at least I'm trying to give back. Because God has. If you want to say that you earn that money, okay, fine. God has blessed me to have $140,000, a year.
Yeah.
So I can bless other people. I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait for their job to bless. I have the money right now, so I don't have to tell them to wait on their boss. I don't have to tell them to wait on this and that. I can do it right now, today, in church right now, by passing out. How about if I put a couple of $1,000s in this basket and pass it around, and everybody take $100 out of there? Maybe I should do something like that. That's what I would do. And I'm not a man of God. So these guys who proclaim to be a man of God, it's kind of suspect to me. That's my personal opinion.
I do think when you put it like that, especially that was kind of hard for when you say that you got a Benz and a Bentley or whatever kind of car you got, and then you got members who barely making it.
Yeah.
And that's a reality.
Riding on Maypop tires.
That is
Maypop
soon,
tires.
Anytime.
Any day.
And that's a reality. And
you can drive down the street right now and see that. You can easily see a pastor getting in a nice car. And like I said, I'm not trying to put so much emphasis on, I'm not trying to do that, but at the same time, but why should it matter? If it don't matter, then why should it matter to them? Why not get you a Toyota for $20,000? Because they're not getting, a lot of them are not getting that.
No.
Yeah.
They're getting Lincoln.
Yeah, they're getting all big time cars. So we have to bring that up. I have to bring that up.
It's so many different ways and different points you can take that, because at one end, do you want, some people, especially who are in church, they will say that they want the pastor to be prosperous. They want him to.
That's true. I heard it a lot.
And because he's your leader, and you want your leader to look. You don't want no leader who. No. Yeah. Who wanna. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Leader can't look like a low man.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? He gotta look.
That's a good point.
Look good. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay. Well. So you're saying. So pretty much you're saying. It's by design that this pastor is pretty much carrying on the way he's carrying on. Because his congregation may want that. That's what you're saying?
If anybody knows about church, they have pastor love days, appreciation days. They have all these.
Every Sunday, man. That's every Sunday, man. you getting collection plates there,
But what I'm saying is the people, they do it.
They do.
They're happy for it. They're willingly doing it.
They're doing it.
You know what I'm saying?
They are doing it.
They want to do. They want their pastor, their leader to look good. They want
That's
to be
true.
a part of that.
I understand that.
And I want to say this also. I don't think that it's all preachers and pastors, even because all of them are not these rich guys.
I'm not speaking on though. I'm not speaking on every pastor in America.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking. That's not my point.
I think it's a lot of guys who really have a heart for what they're doing.
And I'm not speaking about those guys. Really, I'm not speaking about.
They really are genuine, and they are really believing in God. Who the message that they're putting out, they believe it, and they believe that they helping the people.
Right.
I believe that there's really some preachers or pastors out there that's like that.
There are some.
But I do see when I drive in the neighborhoods, and sometimes I'm in South Memphis, which is not one of the best parts of Memphis, and I can see the surrounding area looking down. You know, the houses and the apartments and the community looking down, run down, beat down.
Right.
And then in the middle of that, you got this big, pretty church. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of that, you got this immaculate looking building. Okay. And it's like, how's that looking like that, but the surrounding neighborhood,
right,
you know what I'm saying, it's not looking good.
Don't look up to par.
You know, so I do think it is some little more pulling than it should be. As far as the preachers getting money from the people. I do believe that, but I don't believe that all of them you know what I'm saying?
No. But that's not the argument though.
It's how much money.
How much money should they? Let me say this real quick, Chris. Let me tell you a story real quick.
Okay.
And this is a true story. All the stories I tell are true. I'm not gonna tell the church I used to go to, but I remember we had a pastor there, and they had a pastor appreciation day.
Yeah.
Let's say it was this Sunday, right? Yeah. Okay, so this Sunday passed, and it was the next Sunday. Mm-hmm. So everything was going. You know, the service, the choir sung their songs or whatnot. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, the preacher got up there, and he was getting ready to preach. So everybody's ready for him to preach. You know, he's about to do his message. Mm-hmm. So he said, "Musicians, I want y'all to stop playing real quick." So everything was quiet. So he said, "Last week was my pastor appreciation week, and he said, y'all gave me I forget the amount, but he said y'all gave me X amount of money. He said this all I'm worth." That's what he said. I was there. Yeah. He said this all I'm worth. That's all what y'all think of me. Yeah. He said I have friends who get, you know, he was saying they get 10,000 more than what I get.
What?
Yes, he did. And what? Yeah, and shortly after that I left the church or whatnot. But yeah, man. So that's going on.
Oh, that's extreme.
And in the congregation, no one. They felt bad about it. I was looking around. People like, you know how you like spoil your dog or your son or something. They kind of put their head. People were doing that, man. They were doing it like, oh man, we let Pastor down. I was like, man, nah, dude. And it was. I remember it was a lot. It probably wasn't a lot in preacher standards, but it was a lot to me. I would have took it. I remember. I forget the amount though, but I knew it was more than $1,000, $2,000. Yeah, and he wanted more money than that.
Now see, that's the ludicrous stuff I was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? That's just ludicrous. That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
It's supposed to be. If I'm not a Christian man either. I don't believe in that stuff. But I remember I was raised up in the church. My family is all in the church. I know about the church, and so it was supposed to be about love. Uh-huh. And righteousness, and you know, being forgiven for your sins and all that. Uh-huh. So that's not none of that. That ain't none of that stuff.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just totally out.
Yeah,
that's totally out of proportion. That's totally extreme. Extreme.
Is it? You think that's an extreme case? I don't think. Now it may. I don't think many. Yeah, I don't think many will get up and say that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that extreme.
Yeah.
I don't think the ideal of, hey, I wish my congregation would give me more money. I think that's more common than what you think.
I think that is more common, but somebody getting up there saying something, man,
that is.
That's extreme. Hey, y'all didn't pay me enough. Y'all need to drop all more money. You know what? That's pimping.
Yeah,
that's pimping. You straight up pimping in the pool.
Yeah.
For real. That's like, whoa.
And another thing, it seems like it's more women in churches than men. You know, and I'm gonna look those numbers up.
That's what I've seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every church it's more women, and women are. It seems well. I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth and say anything. No, I'm not. Well, I'm just gonna. I'm not.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say that it seems like they really buy into pastor. You know, they feel that I'm talking to a extension of God. You know, I'm listening to, and I'm not saying they're not, but at the same time, they really take that more than a lot of men. Man, they're not going for that. Other than the deacons. You don't find too many men like a bunch of men.
Yeah,
that's you see what I'm saying? You don't find
that I've seen that too. I even know. Well, you look. I said, look. I was about to say my family and stuff, but they do. But I was like, I don't want to go too far, you know, in my mouth. But they do, and it's respect though. It's all respect.
Yeah, all respect.
But they women in general, I have seen that to where they look toward the pastor as if he's, you know, like you said, a real extension of God, like he's the next.
Yeah,
like,
right
there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a big thing. That's a big thing because they're supporting him. They're supporting him.
Yes, they are.
And they got a lot to support, especially if they got children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I think I think that I want to say it varies.
Okay. How about this? Let's end it all, man. Okay. Our preachers getting paid too much? Yes or no?
I mean, yes.
With the medium being, with the average being $90,000 a year, are they getting paid too much?
Yes.
You know what, Chris? I'm gonna say yes as well, but I want to add something with that though. I'm gonna say yes. My answer is yes. I'm not wavering, but I'm saying if you're gonna receive that much, because if you receive that much money, I think the congregation should get more benefits, man. They should. Is church daycare free? I don't know if it is or not. If it ain't free, you need to get that away for free. You need to give out more money and stuff. You know, help people out more. I feel so. I'm gonna say yes. They're getting paid too much money. But you know what, Chris? You and I, it's not all about you and I.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna go to the streets and we're gonna ask people what they feel about it. All right.
See
y'all next segment.
How y'all doing today? We're here. We just like to ask y'all a question about pastors and how much money. What should be the average salary that they should get? The average salary is $90,000. Do you agree with that? Or do you disagree with that? Enough money or not enough money?
I disagree.
Okay.
The reason why I disagree is I'm not saying that they do not do the work, but what I am saying is it's not a salary job to the extent where, okay, I know sometimes they go on house calls, they go to the hospital, they do A&A, but that doesn't happen every day.
Okay.
And yes, I do understand Sunday is your main focus, you know, you have different things in the evenings, but $90,000, I mean, there's people going to school out here, I'm being honest, and I hate to say going to school not making $90,000, and they hassling with your children, and they pulling and yanking and tagging, so $90,000, I think it's too much.
You think it's too much?
Well, for me and my pastor,
okay,
I think he deserves it. Like, I love my pastor, like, seriously. New Friendship Missionary Baptist Church, Pastor Paul Reed and co-pastor Deborah Reed.
Okay.
So, I love them. Like, they do so much for our church, and I know that he's not one of the pastors making $90,000. But in my eyes, he deserves to, because, like, I just lost a family member recently, and when I tell you, I was all in Indiana, and he called me, they sent me flowers. I mean, even though that's what, you know, they gonna do, but you know, he didn't have to send me messages, call me or anything, because no one knew. I just kept it to myself.
You felt the love,
and
you felt the
it's from him, his wife, my co-pastor, the church family, and like he does so much for us, and I know that he's going through his situation too, but sometimes he looks over himself and goes with his members. So in my eyes, my pastor,
Yeah.
he deserves to be.
Okay.
I'm not saying that pastors don't do a good job with $90,000.
You saying?
No, I'm listening to what you're saying
Right.
because I mean, I have some of those situations where you have anxiety, you have depression, you have issues, you need somebody to talk to. My pastor's always on the main line. He'll text. Both my parents got sick last summer, like I said, making hospital calls. Do you need anything? Sending cards, Christmas cards, and checking up afterwards.
Yeah.
But $90,000 is a little steep.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if my pastor, Pastor Collins, Evan Collins, Eastern Star Missionary Baptist Church, if he's getting paid like that because he's young and he's just starting out, but he reaches. But $90,000, I love you, but $90,000, I'm not making $90,000.
But I think that's like the mega churches though. Like the mega churches, they can afford to do that with the $90,000. But like the little country and the woods preachers ain't getting that much money, but they do so much more work than the mega pastors do too. So that's why I say some of them do deserve it. They're just not getting it because they don't have like the 5,000 or 5 trillion,
like
memberships or whatever. So
we have two different opinions, but we came to a steady, I think about 40,000 is pretty good.
I say about 50, maybe. That's 45, 50.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that. But
Yeah.
like I said, it depends on the pastor.
Maybe 70.
Yeah, 47.
Yeah.
She like 120,
My pastor deserves it.
So our topic is how much money should preachers get? They say that the average salary that a preacher receives is $90,000. Do you think that's too much, or you think that's not enough?
90,000 could depend on the size of the ministry, so it really just depends on how many people they're leading, what their responsibilities are day to day. I mean, there's a lot that goes into being a pastor outside of standing at the pulpit and and preaching a word. There are a lot of a lot of people to visit, a lot of things for the community that they could be doing. It just really depends on the ministry.
Okay, so it depends on the size.
Very possible, and what their responsibilities are, and I think that's kind of where a lot of times salaries are determined. Depending on their reach. If you think about people that pastor 2,000 or 3,000 people, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of phone calls. It's a lot of visits to hospitals, and I mean it's a full-time job.
So it's more that goes into it than what most people just see just him up there preaching.
Yeah, I think many people just believe it's just Sunday morning. They probably prayed the last 2 nights and came up with a word, or God gave them a word, and then that's it. And they go home and eat and whatever. But all throughout the week, I mean, these are businesses, especially a church that can afford 90,000. I'm sure it's ran like a business, with office staff and people that are able to media departments and other people that are able to get everything done.
Okay. So it basically depends on the size. So you're okay with 90,000 and more. Okay. There you have it.
Okay.
I'm making $90,000 a year. That's their salary. Do you agree with that as being enough, or do you think that's too much?
I think that's too much. I feel like they should do it for free if they doing it for God. Because they getting money, like they getting money from people. You know what I'm saying? They basically paying them to go to church. That's how I feel.
And it should be free. It should be open.
Yeah, they should be doing it for free, and they supposed to do it from the struggle. I feel like they need to work. Their job is going to church and getting money from people. That's how I feel.
Okay, so in all, you saying that you think that it is too much and that they should work and make an income outside of
The church.
church.
Okay. Some pastors do. Some pastors do it for free. Cause I done went to churches and they done did it for free. They like keep your money or whatever. But I just feel like they shouldn't get money because God didn't tell you to pay no tithes and nothing like that. Tell you to pay to go to church. You paying to keep their church up and you paying them. I feel like you paying them.
Right.
For them to get nice cars and nice houses and stuff like that. It shouldn't go like that.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Well, that was the show. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Subscribe, like, and also share the video. You know how it go. If it ain't confrontational, it ain't conversational. See you next time.